Enforcing the District Court for County of Washington, State of Michigan is now in session. Here, the Honorable Judge today said accepted with that.
You may be seated.
Scared him away, Judge.
What?
I scared him away.
Did you?
No.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not sure why you said that.
Hold on, Ann's talking to me. What?
Can you hold on just a moment for us? We need to do something with James. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'll wait. You know, see, Dirk, he took off? Oh, okay. We find out if Durkis is in lockup and he needs more time. I'll give him whatever time he needs.
We will give him more time if he needs it. This is coming.
Oh, he's coming. Okay. Oh, there he is. Did you need more time, sir?
No, I just was speaking with him.
Okay.
Just wasn't sure when you're coming out. He was still waiting in the room.
Okay. We're good though, because the system,
Yes, 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 yes.
we know what the problem was this morning.
Yes. I don't.
No, I'm not ready for you this morning. I'm done. I'm so done. No, I'm done. I'm just, you're doing, what are you
I told
doing?
you I needed a do-over.
I know. You need to go over there, call them, get him out, and then you have a seat. And because between you and Alan, I'm on my own. And we know how well that works out. Just gonna make my own decisions.
Okay, now we're ready for this. Thank you.
Okay, go have a seat. Just think about what you've done. Mr. Drucker's, in honor of you, we were all going to put on big ears, but we just didn't.
Big ears.
Mickey Mouse.
No.
I was going to put on big ears, come out talking in a high-pitched voice. No. No. Well, Alan will. That would be funny. Court does call the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Larry.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mary Townhouse, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney, on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Dukes on behalf of Larry Lee.
All right. Date and time set for a preliminary examination. Are we ready to proceed?
People are, Your Honor.
We are as well.
All right, very good.
Your Honor, people call Stephen Bosley. Stephen?
Please come forward and be sworn.
Ready to take a seat, raise your hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. See, please spell your first and last name for the record, please. Stephen Bosnick. STV9KWASNY.
All right, very good. You may inquire.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I want to make sure I'm saying that last name right, because I think I've mispronounced it a few times. Is it Kwasny? Okay. Mr. Kwasny, could you please tell the court where you lived in 2018?
914 Dewey.
Okay. As far as you know, is that city of Ann Arbor, state of Michigan, and Washtenaw County?
Yes.
Thank you. And in early, excuse me, 2024, around January, February, did you walk into Ann Arbor Police Department station to report a crime?
Yes.
Okay. And did that crime that you're reporting involve a Larry Lee?
Yes.
Do you see Mr. Lee in the courtroom today?
Okay.
Could you please point him out, describe something he's wearing? Could you describe what he's wearing?
A jail outfit.
Thank you.
Hold on one moment, Miss Dana. The two people in the front row, you need to back up one row. Excuse me. Yes, you guys just need to back up one row. All right, just that first row needs to be empty. Thank you.
Your Honor, may the record reflect the victim identified the defendant, pointed him out in the courtroom at defense counsel's table.
Without objection, record shall so reflect.
Objection.
Thank you, Your Honor. And what you reported, where did that take place?
Went home.
At that Dewey Street address you just mentioned?
Yes.
Okay. And can you please tell the court what you reported happened? When you say he, who are you referring to?
Larry.
Mr. Lee, defendant?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I just have to be really clear for the record.
Yeah.
That's why I keep asking you questions. I'm going to ask you some questions about what happened and what you reported. When I'm done asking questions, defense counsel might ask you questions, okay? If you need either one of us to rephrase anything, please let us know, okay? And you said you reported something that happened in 2018. Do you remember approximately when during that year it happened? Okay. And who was in your apartment when this crime happened?
Just Larry and I.
Okay. Can you tell us what had happened earlier in the evening? At what point did you get to your apartment?
So, I had people come over from after bars one night. Never met Larry before. He came with another friend that day. I don't remember who she was, but it was another girl. Came to drink at my place. He asked kindly to stay over because, well, everyone started to leave. It was done the night. He asked to stay over because he was too drunk to drive, so I let him stay over. And,
I want to just pause you there. So he asked to stay over because he had been drinking.
yes.
You let him stay over. At that point, had he done anything to make you feel like that would be a concern of yours for him
No.
to stay over? Okay. Good. Well, go ahead. What happened after you allowed him to stay over?
So I fall asleep. I wake up to him in my bed, buck ass naked, stick out.
Okay. I'm going to go back a little bit and then we'll get to the details, okay?
Of course.
Before you went to bed, you indicated he was staying at your place. Where was he supposed to be sleeping?
On the couch.
Okay. Before you went into your bedroom, was he on the couch?
Yes.
Okay. And had you indicated, excuse me, had you indicated to him that that's where he was going to be sleeping? Do you remember approximately what time it was? Was it early, late?
6, 7.
Okay. And had everybody been at your house and kind of drinking and just spending time until then?
Yes.
So he's on the couch. You're going to bed at that point in your bedroom?
Yeah.
Thank you. Had you, can you describe just to the court very briefly the layout? So where's the living room in relation to the front door and where's your bedroom?
They're pretty close. It's not a very close.
So you went to your bedroom. Were you starting to get ready for bed or were you already in bed when Mr. Lee entered?
Silence.
And what's the first thing you noticed?
His dick was out.
Okay. Were you awake? How did you wake up before you saw that?
Abruptly.
Okay. So you're sleeping in your bed, and I'm going to ask you to be a little more detailed if you can. You're sleeping in your bed. What's the next thing that happens that you remember? And did that wake you up, his presence? Okay. And when you wake up and you open your eyes, what did you see?
Yeah.
Mr. Lee, is that who you're referring to?
Yes.
Okay. And if you remember, did he have any clothes on?
No.
No clothes on at all?
I mean, like the shirt was kind of off, his pants were down, like they were like around like his like knees or something.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Were you wearing any clothing in bed?
Yes.
And so you wake up, you see Mr. Lee, and you said his penis was exposed?
Yes.
Do you remember if he was doing anything with his penis?
And, like at that moment, I was kind of scared for my life. It's the first night I ever met him, and you know, it's not a fun situation to wake up to.
What happened next? So you wake up, you see Mr. Lee, his penis is out. What happened next?
I asked him to get the fuck out of my house.
Okay. Did Mr. Lee get closer to you or do anything to your body?
He was resisting.
Okay, can you tell the court a little bit more about that,
So
please?
he was trying to tell my parents, saying it'd be okay, you don't have to tell anyone, and then I just kept yelling, screaming, just waking up at the time.
So at this point, because you saw, when you saw Mr. Lee, I want to go back a little bit. When you saw Mr. Lee, how far was he from your bed?
He was in my bed.
He was in your bed already. Okay. And then what's the next thing he did? You said he tugged at your pants?
Yeah,
Okay. As he's tugging at your pants, is that when you were telling him to get out and yelling?
yes,
And what, was he able to move your pants down?
no,
Were you fighting him?
of course.
Do you remember, or were you laying on your stomach, back, or side?
I'm on my stomach.
So as he's tugging at your pants, where on your body? I know this is, silly question because we know where pants are, but where on your body is he touching as he's pulling?
My hips.
When you screamed at him to get out of your apartment, did he leave right away?
He resisted.
Did anything happen after he was tugging at your pants to pull them down?
No,
And you said he was saying some things to you.
yeah, just let it happen, it's okay. I want to tell anyone.
And what in your mind did you believe that to mean? Just let it happen. Let what happen?
Like,
Was his penis out during all of
yes,
this whole interaction? Did he eventually leave?
eventually,
Do you remember approximately how long it took for him to leave?
5-10 minutes.
Can I have a moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
What was going through your mind as Mr. Lee was tugging at your pants with his penis out?
I was scared for my life. Never met him before that night. Didn't know who he was. Just in my bed. Doing that. Never experienced anything like that in my life before.
What was going through your mind once he left your apartment?
How that could have happened? Because the situation goes from trying to do him a favor, no, not like I'm trying to drunk or anything like that, to now he's ass fucking naked in my bed.
Can I ask you to try not to cuss in the courtroom? I know you're upset, but we're going to try to be as polite as we can, okay? Did you think about reporting the incident?
I wish I would have. But no,
Can you tell Dakota a little bit about what was going through your head that you didn't at the time?
like, you usually don't talk about, like, if something like that happens, it's hard to talk about. It is.
I don't want you to go to any details, so just yes or no answer. Did you end up running into Mr. Lee later on in 2023?
Yes,
December of 2023, roughly?
yes,
Again, same thing. I don't want you to go into any details, just yes or no. Did you end up running into Mr. Lee sometime in January of 2024?
yes.
Without going into what you've said, have you talked to other people about this since 2018?
Absolutely.
And has that had an effect on how you feel or how you felt about reporting it?
Yes.
Okay. Again, without going into what anyone said, can you tell us a little bit? Sure. Can you tell us kind of what your mindset was and why your mindset changed?
Once I learned that he's done this to others and it's continued paying for it, I mean, I just started saying something. Because he has a long history of harming others.
One moment, Your Honor.
Yes.
No further questions at this point, Your Honor. Thank you.
Cross-examination.
Good morning. I'm just going to ask you a series of questions. If you could just sort of follow along and answer them as they come at you. This was an event that was reported to the police initially in 2024.
Yes.
And this was an event that occurred that you're testifying to back in 2018. And in 2018, you did not go to the police. In 2018, you testified that he came to your residence. That's correct. And do you know who he came with? How many people came to your house that evening?
The sports little county.
Who were the other individuals?
Yeah.
Who did you, what, you said you were at a bar. What bar were you at?
What's important is
No, I'm just,
The answer.
you could answer my questions.
you didn't come to us from the bar, you joined through.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
So you were at a bar. Which bar were you at? And what day of the week was this? You said a second ago, he came with somebody else. He didn't come directly from live.
some other girl,
How did that other girl that we don't know to come over to your house?
she came with the other person. I was kind of fuzzy. It's like when you go through a traumatic experience like that, it's kind of.
No, you just got to say what you remember. So this other girl had been in contact with you to come over to your house, or was it that other girl through somebody else? Okay, so you said there were 4 total. Was that including you?
Yes.
Okay, so you invited one person. How many people did you actually invite over? And 4 came. 3 came. Did they all come in your apartment together?
Several times.
Do you know if they, separate times, who came first?
If I knew where they were at, it has to be in this room for how many times we've been in this room before.
Okay, so you just brought up another buddy. You said there were 4 people there. How many people were over there?
4.
Okay. So you said they came together or they came at separate times? Okay,
Came together with another girl. I knew the girl's name. I remember the girl's name.
okay, so he comes with somebody else. When did somebody else come? Okay, is that something you remember or you're just trying to put together today?
No, this is something I remember.
Okay. About what time did they come to your residence?
2:30 somewhere.
What was the intention of all these people coming to your house at 2:30 in the morning?
So
I'm gonna object, County. He can't speak to what their intention was. He can only speak to what he.
I'll sustain the objection. You need to rephrase your question.
Okay. You were invited people over. What did you plan on doing with all these people? Okay, was there alcohol involved?
Yeah.
Okay. Had you been drinking at the bar?
Yes.
Okay, about how much did you had to drink that evening? And what were you drinking? Okay. What time did you get to the bar that day? And you were there till close?
Yeah.
What time did they close? Don't close at 3 or 4? Close at 2? Okay. So how well do you, outside of this defendant, how well do you know the other 2 people that were with you?
The one girl, I remember, sure, whatever money was there.
Okay. How did you get home? Okay. Do you know how these other individuals that came, do you know the other individuals live?
No,
Did you ever know where this defendant lived?
not close.
Oh, what time did the other 2 individuals leave? Okay. Do you know if they left by, do you know what transportation they left in? Did they,
Some took Uber, some drove. What's important is that he asked to stay.
okay. Did you ask him where he lived? He is basically he's a stranger to you. So You said it was a small apartment?
Yes.
You guys were all sitting together? There was lots of conversation that evening, early morning?
Yeah.
Did you get to know him while you were there?
A little bit, but like just kind of listen to music and just hung out, you know, like, that was common for what I would do back then. But music, just have people over most of the time. I know this would be the last time I would ever let someone in my home. That I know.
He asked to stay. You said, why don't you take an Uber home?
He said, too drunk to drive. He has to sleep on the couch.
You didn't say, can't you walk home?
When I'm sleep on the couch, I obviously I knew it was going to happen. It was going to happen. But in the house, I knew it was going to happen.
And you said he was intoxicated? Did you watch him drink at your house?
Yes.
You know how many shots he had, or what were you drinking?
I can't remember what he was drinking. It was either whiskey or tequila or vodka. Those are the kind of things I had in my house.
How much did you drink at the bar, and how much did you drink in your house?
But I see where you're getting at with all this.
No, you just need to.
I had probably 4 or 5 drinks at the bar, probably 1 or 2 drinks at my house.
You say he woke up. Do you think that he... Let me rephrase. After this evening, did you ever have any additional... Did you ever hang out with the other 2 people outside of this person?
So anytime I would run into him, it was like over the course of the years, like I worked different marketing or event planning and roles in different bars. He was always addressed as a priority threat.
No, strictly the other 2 people that were there, did you ever run into them?
The girl, no, like my buddy, like probably, but I don't know. This is something I just can't recall.
You never told them what happened?
No,
You didn't go to the police the next day?
no.
You didn't call the police that evening? And this would have been about 4 or 5 in the morning.
Later in the morning, like 6 or 7, everyone left at 4 or 5. He stayed over. I fell asleep. I woke up to him walking in my sleep valley.
So you didn't call the police. Did you? You said it took them 5 to 10 minutes to listen to you to leave.
Yeah.
You woke up and he was standing up?
He was in my bed. Right. You've been listening to this.
Does he, after you start screaming at him, does he stand up?
No.
Well, the question is, does he stand up at some point? I mean, he doesn't crawl out of there. Sometimes he stood up from the bed. Okay. So how many minutes were you screaming at him to get out of the bed? Took you 5 minutes to get him out of the bed? And when he stood up, how long between did it take him to leave? I could have him over here.
Yes.
Did you have the TV on? Was there light in the room when it was dark? Okay, so it was pitch black.
Yeah, it was still light because the sun was up.
Okay, how many windows do you have in your room? Can you tell me what type of tattoos you saw on his body?
I just remember his dick and one button hair.
When you say his hair, where was his hair? What you're describing it as blonde.
Yeah.
Well, what part of his body?
So,
Does he have any tattoos on throughout his body?
he didn't have the facial tattoos they did today.
Okay, but on his torso, did he have any tattoos?
Can't recall.
And did you ever text anyone about this occurrence?
Recently, absolutely, not all the time.
Thank you. Can you redirect?
Just a few questions here. Thank you. Mr. Kwasny, you mentioned that this was just one of those situations where you were out, you were drinking, having fun, and then people came over to your house to hang out. That's something that at the time would happen frequently.
Yeah.
And was it a frequent occurrence to have their friends join and just kind of come to your place to hang out? After what Mr. Lee did to you, did things change?
Absolutely.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about that?
So, one of the things I have stopped having people over as often is, stuff kind of stuff would be kind of like, something like that happens. Rethink your life. How you put yourself in those situations.
So would it be fair to say that what Mr. Lee did to you had an effect on your life and mindset? And how has it felt having to show up to court a few times and testifying today?
Always for speaking today.
Is it easy for you to talk about what has happened to you?
It gets easier as I have to talk about it more often, but it's not easy.
Thank you. Nothing further. Your Honor.
Anything else? You may step down. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, people don't have any other witnesses.
Any witnesses for the defense?
No, Your Honor.
So, Your Honor, a few things. First, I would motion for bind over on the count we have in the complaint currently. I would also motion to add an count 2 of indecent exposure. That's under MCL 750-335A2A.
335A.
Let's see, 335A. It's actually it's a 1-year misdemeanor and or $1,000 fine. So I just ask that follow along with the felony.
Argument?
Yes, as to the bind over.
As to the bind over, obviously, I know the court has the ability to weigh the credibility of this witness. This is an event that occurred 6 years prior to the day of the reporting. His testimony was a little bit fuzzy about who he was with. And the occurrence of having knowledge of this event would have been more clear in his mind, having somebody come to his house with another girl that was, he testified that was a friend. He can't recall who that friend was. And he doesn't recall who his other buddy was, but he would call them buddy and friend when he doesn't even know their name. I think that's an indication that along with the intoxication that he had been drinking since 9, had been drinking all the way up until 4, I think his memory might be a little bit fuzzy about the situation. I just don't think that there is enough question of fact that this actually occurred. So I'd ask the court to not bind over on either counts 1 or counts 2.
I don't need argument. The court, in listening to Mr. Quasman, I guess I deeply disagree with the defendant's or defense rendition of his memory. Those things that certainly are important to him or were important from that evening, he has very vivid memory of and gives a very visceral response when he's asked about it. As to, while it's certainly not relevant, I don't believe it's certainly something the defense may argue regarding the time. I also think Mr. Kwasny explained that in that it was not something that he wanted to discuss, and that after as time went on and he was talking to other individuals, that's what led him to come forth. That is not uncommon, certainly in cases of sexual assault. So while those are arguments that the defense makes, I don't find them very persuasive. I do find his testimony as to what occurred that evening, or that evening into morning, I guess, to be very credible. I believe that he's telling the court the absolute truth about what happened, and that he was screaming for Mr. Lee to get out of his bed, and that it took some time, and he's very specific as to certain comments that Mr. Lee made regarding that. So for those reasons, the court would find that the people have sustained their burden and would find the defendant would stand trial on the criminal sexual conduct degree with the added count of indecent exposure following. You're going to need a new information on this with the added count to that. So are you waiving presentation of that?
You would waive presentation, Stan, you would ask for a brief.
All right, defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. As to both counts, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be set for
October 7th at 1:30 with Judge Cummings.
October 7th, 2025, 1:30 before Judge Cuffey. Thank you.